and welcome to crafty. In this video I'm going to show you how to crochet this extremely easy and very pretty blanket. This blanket involves nothing too complicated, but it looks very complicated though. We just need single crochets and double crochets for this blanket. So this blanket measures 85 by 85 centimeter, and there are no holes in this blanket, so it's nice and dense and it doesn't catch the little fingers in, and it has got this lovely border as well. So without any further delay, let's get straight into it. I've taken Aldi's So Crafty DK yarn in pink, and it recommends a hook size of 4 mm, but I have taken a hook size of 5.5 mm for the blanket and a hook size of 5 mm for the border. Also, I used up 4 skeins of yarn and needed a little bit extra on the top to make the blanket. We're going to begin with a slip knot. So pop in the hook into the slip knot. Now the chain rule for this pattern is very simple. It just has to be a multiple of 3, that is 3, 3, 3, 3, 3 until you get the desired width of your blanket, and then add +2 at the end. So multiple of 3 plus 2. So I'm going to chain 111, so that is a multiple of 3, and then +2, which makes a total of 113 chains. So 113 chains it is. I now have a chain of 113. So now for the row 1, we are going to start working from the second chain. The chain on the hook counts as nothing. So this is 1 and this is 2. So into that second chain, we are going to make a single crochet. So insert the hook into this second chain, grab the yarn and make a single crochet. Now again into the next stitch, we're going to insert the hook, make another single crochet into the next one. So insert the hook into the next stitch and single crochet. So that's it for this row really. We're going to carry on making single crochets until the end. So let's meet back when we are left with just one stitch at the end. I've now completed the single crochet row, so I'm just left with the last stitch here. So let's make a single crochet into this last stitch as well. So that is our row 1 complete. We started with the foundation chain of 113. So now if you count your stitches, you should have 112. So for the row 2, we are going to chain 2 and turn our work. So we're going to start row 2 onto this very first single crochet stitch from the previous row. So this is the first stitch. So if you look at it from the top, it's the third chain. So 1, 2, 3. The chain on the hook counts as nothing. So into this third chain or the first stitch, we're going to make 2 double crochets. So yarn over, insert the hook into this space here, and so both the loops of the chain should be on the hook, and grab the yarn and make a double crochet. So that's 1 double crochet done. So we're going to yarn over, insert the hook into the same spot and make another double crochet. So next we are going to skip 2 chains. So skip, skip, and into this chain we are going to make 1 single crochet and 2 double crochets. So skip, skip, and insert the hook into this chain. So both the loops of the chain should be on the hook. Now grab the yarn and make 1 single crochet and then make 2 double crochets into the same spot. So yarn over, insert the hook into the same place where we just made our single crochet and make a double crochet in there. So that's 1 double crochet done. We're going to make 1 more double crochet into the same spot. So 1 single crochet and 2 double crochets. So skip, skip, and into the next one we're going to make 1 single crochet, and 2 double crochets. So again, we're skipping 2 chains, skip, skip, and into this chain we're going to make 1 single crochet and 2 double crochets. So insert the hook in here. Both the loops of the chain should be on the hook. Grab the yarn, single crochet, and make 2 double crochets into the same spot. So skip, skip, and into this chain we're going to make 1 single crochet and then 2 double crochets exactly into the same space. So we are going to carry on making this until the end. So that is skipping 2 chains, and into that next chain we are going to make single crochet and 2 double crochets. So let's carry on this until the end of this row, and let's meet back when we are left with 3 chains at the end. Okay, I've now completed this and I'm left with just the 3 stitches at the end here. So I've made single crochet, 1 single crochet and 2 double crochets in here. So skip, skip, and into that very last stitch we're going to make 1 single crochet. So insert the hook into the very last stitch and grab the yarn and make 1 single crochet. So that is our row 2 complete. Now from now onwards we're just going to repeat the pattern. So we're going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and turn over, and starting from the 3rd chain. So if you look at it from the top, it's 1, 2, 3 is the 3rd chain, or if it's the 1st stitch here. So we're going to make 2 double crochets. So yarn over, insert the hook into this space here. So inserting there and 2 double crochets. Now skip, skip, and this is the stitch from the previous row, so that is a single crochet stitch. So skip, skip, skipping 2 chains, and into this single crochet stitch we're going to make our pattern. So that is make 1 single crochet and 2 double crochets. So yarn over, insert the hook exactly into the same spot and make another double crochet. So that's 2 double crochet done. So again skip, skip, skipping 2 chains. So if you look at it, this is the chains of the double crochets from the previous row. So skip, skip, and into the single crochet chain, a single crochet stitch, we are going to make 1 single crochet and 2 double crochet. That is our pattern repeat. So skip, skip, skipping 2 chains, and into that next chain going to make 1 single crochet and 2 double crochets. So that's it really. So we're going to carry on this pattern repeat all over again and again until we get the desired length and width of our blanket. So let's carry on making this. Just remember that at the end here, when you finish the row, you just have to make one single crochet at the end, and when you start a new row you have to start with 2 double crochets. So let's carry on making this, and once we reach the desired width of our blanket, I shall show you how to make the border. Okay, I'm now at the end of my blanket, so let's carry on making this pattern for this last stitches. So I'm going to skip 2 and make a single crochet and a double crochet into this single crochet chain from the previous row. So skip, skip, and into this space make a single crochet and a double crochet. One more double crochet into the same spot, and again skip, skip, and into that very last stitch make a single crochet. So that's the end of the blanket. Now the number of rows that I have here for the blanket is 84 of the pattern rows, so that's these ones, and then I have this single crochet row that we made at the beginning, so that is +1. So 84 plus 1 is 85, so it has got 85 rows. So now let's make a border. Some beauty of this blanket is it actually doesn't need a border, because if you look at the edges, it's so neatly done. So you don't actually need a border. This blanket can do without a border. But yeah, I'm going to make a border so it looks nice as well. So let's make a border. Now for the border, I'm going to change the hook. So this is 5.5. I'm going to go for a 5mm hook. So it's 5mm, that's for border. So now we've done our last single crochet and we're not turning our work. So we are going to make 2 more single crochets exactly in the place where we made our last single crochet. So that will be our corner. So let me show you what I mean. So insert your hook into this very last stitch. Make 2 single crochets in there. So that is 3 single crochets in total. So now we are going to make single crochets evenly along this side. So we have made 3 single crochets here. So this acts as this is a corner actually. So let's move this blanket a bit. And now we're going to make single crochets evenly across this side. So we're just going to make 1 single crochet into each of these stitches. So just find a place, just find a space here. So you can either insert your hook into this space or into this space. It's your wish actually. So I'm going to insert the hook in here into this space and make a single crochet. And then make single crochet into this stitch as well. So I'm just going to make 1 single crochet into each of these stitches. Just use your judgment here, because too many single crochets makes the border flare up a bit, and if it is too less, then it's going to pull a little bit, so it's going to be tighter. So just use your judgment and go with the single crochets. So inserting the hook in this space here now. So carry on making single crochets until the end of this side. So we will reach this tail once we finish the single crochets. So let's meet back when we're left with the last stitch. Okay, I'm now left with the last stitch. So we're going to make one single crochet into this last stitch as well. So now we have this tail. So now into this corner here, we are going to make 3 single crochets. So insert your hook into that corner there and make 3 single crochets. So that gives us that creates this corner. Now all the way along this foundation row we are going to make single crochets again. So I'm going to bring this tail in so that I don't have to weave in again. So I'm going to hold this way and insert the hook into this very first chain and make single crochet. So insert the hook into the next chain, make single crochet. So in this way, carry on making single crochets along the foundation row, and I shall meet you at the end of this foundation row. Okay, I've now finished making single crochets along the foundation row and I'm at the end now. And since this is a corner, so we're going to place 3 single crochets into this corner. So that's 3 single crochets. Now we are going to work single crochets onto the other side of the blanket. So if I just move this across, so we're going to place single crochets into each one of these spaces here. So again, you can insert the hook around this post, or you can insert in here, so it's your choice. So make single crochets all the way across this side, and I shall meet you at the end of the side here, so where we can make a corner. Okay, I have finished making single crochets on the other side of the blanket as well, and I'm at the corner here. So we're going to place 3 single crochets at the corner. 2 and 3. And now this is the top of the blanket, so we're going to place again single crochets into each one of these stitches. So insert your hook into the first stitch and make single crochet, and again keep making single crochets. So just make sure that when you're inserting the hook, you're having both the loops of the chain are on the hook. So let's carry on making single crochets throughout this top of the blanket, and then I shall meet you at the end here so that we can see how to go about for the round 2. Okay, I've now completed making single crochets at the top of the blanket. I'm at the very end of this side now, so there's 1 stitch left here, so I'm going to make 1 single crochet in here, and then we're going to finish off the round 1 of single crochets. So I'm going to insert my hook into this very first single crochet that we made. So this side here, so this one. So insert the hook in here, grab the yarn and make a slip stitch. So that's our row 1 complete. So we have made a foundation for the border. So if you see, this looks really neat. So that's what I like about this pattern really. So now for the round 2 of border, we're going to chain 1, and since this is a corner, we are going to make 3 single crochets into this corner here. So insert the hook into this space and make 3 single crochets. So that's 3 single crochets done. Now we are going to insert our hook into this next stitch, and instead of yarning over, we are going to yarn under. So normally we yarn over, but this time we are going to yarn under and grab the yarn and make single crochet. So similarly again, insert the hook into the next stitch, yarn under and grab the yarn and make single crochet. Insert the hook into the next stitch, yarn under and grab the yarn and make a single crochet. Insert the hook into the next stitch, yarn under, make a single crochet. So carry on making this way until the end of this side, and let's meet back again when we are at the last stitch. Okay, I have now reached the corner. You see these 3 single crochet stitches. This was a corner from the round 1. So now I'm going to make 1 single crochet into this stitch, to the first stitch of the corner. Now into this middle stitch, I'm going to make 3 single crochets. So insert the hook into the middle stitch, and instead of yarning over, we're going to yarn under, make a single crochet. Again, insert the hook into the same space and yarn under and make a single crochet. So that's 2 stitches done. Insert the hook into the same space, yarn under and make 1 more single crochet. So that's 3 single crochets into the middle stitch. So this will again create a corner for us. So again, insert the hook into the next stitch and yarn under and make a single crochet, and carry on making single crochets along this side as well. So carry on making single crochets. So again, let me just show you how we do it. So we're going to insert the hook into this one, yarn under and pull up a loop and single crochet. So we're going to carry on making this until the end. So let's meet back when we reach the end of this side. So here, and let's make a corner again. Okay, I'm at the corner now. So like we did before, you see this 3 stitches here, 3 corner stitches. So that's single crochets in 1 stitch. So onto the first stitch, we are going to make just 1 single crochet. So insert the hook into this space and yarn under and make a single crochet. Now into this middle stitch, we are going to make 3 single crochets. So that will form another corner. So insert the hook into this middle stitch, yarn under and make a single crochet. Insert the hook again in the same place, yarn under, make a single crochet. Insert the hook again into the same place and yarn under and make the 3rd single crochet. So that will make a corner again. So now again we are going to insert the hook into the next stitch, yarn under and make single crochets. So we are going to carry on making this single crochets again along this side as well. So again, when you reach the corner, so remember to make, so let me show you. So this will be our corner when we finish this side. So at the corner here, so we have 3 stitches. So into this very first stitch of the 3 stitches, we're going to make 1 single crochet, and in the middle stitch we're going to make 3 single crochets and carry on making single crochets again along the next side. So carry on making this, and let's complete this round 2, and then let's see how to make the round 3. Okay, I've now completed round 2, so I've made single crochets across the blanket, and I want to make another round of this single crochets. So what we're going to do is, you see this was the chain from the previous row, so the chain 1 we did at the corner. So I'm going to skip that chain and insert the hook into this chain here, and grab the yarn and slip stitch. Now again, like we did before, chain 1, and because this is the corner, so we're going to make 3 single crochets all into this stitch here. So that's the corner. So insert the hook, yarn under, and make a single crochet. So insert the hook again into the same place, yarn under, and make a single crochet. Again insert the hook into the same place, yarn under, and make a single crochet. So that's 3 single crochets. So this is the corner for the round 3. So now again we're going to carry on making single crochets across the blanket. So insert the hook in here, yarn under, and grab the yarn and single crochet. Again insert the hook into the next stitch, yarn under, and make single crochets. So we're going to carry on making single crochets. So repeat the round 2 again and again until you get the desired width of your border. So that is, so make single crochets throughout the blanket, and once you reach the corner, remember, so these are the 3 stitches in the corner. So into the first stitch we are making 1 single crochet, and into the middle we're going to make 3 single crochets, and then carry on making single crochets again. So once you finish the round, you're going to slip stitch and chain 1, and then carry on making another round. So I'm going to repeat this round 2 a few times, and then I shall see you once I finish the border. Okay, I've repeated round 2 of the border 4 more times. So this is how it looks. So you see we yarn under while doing the single crochet, so it gives this effect of cross stitch and it looks really beautiful. So I have total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows of single crochets. That's including the base row. So yes, that's I've completed the blanket now. So I shall show you how to fasten off this blanket. So I have single crocheted until the last stitch, and now we have this stitch, so that is a chain 1 stitch. We're going to skip this and slip stitch into this one. So insert your hook, so skip this chain, so that's the chain 1 from the previous row, and insert your hook into this space and grab the yarn and slip stitch. And now we are going to cut this yarn and pull this off. So I like to put a knot at the end, so just to make it secure. So this is optional, so if you like you can put a knot, otherwise you can just leave it. And now we're going to take a darning needle and weave in the ends. So that's all done, and the blanket looks very beautiful. So let's measure this blanket now. I'm going to take my measuring tape and measure this, and it's 85 centimeters. So let me bring this close to the camera. So hope you guys can see this. So yes, so it's 85 centimeter width, and let's see the length now. Let me measure it the other way around so that you guys can see this. Okay, so it's just a bit above 85, so I'll go with the 85. So it measures 85 by 85. So you see how simple this blanket was to make. It's really easy and looks beautiful, and it has got this great texture as well, and there are no holes that catch the little fingers in. I hope you make use of this pattern, and if you like my video, please give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye for now.